It's got 2 horns. It has a poop-shaped tail. And it's got 1 big smile. It's Gigarlic. Or is it Gigarlic because gigantic and garlic? Well, the world may never know. But anyways, today I'm going to be showcasing Gigarlic or Gigarlic or whatever you want to call it. And this is the set that I'm running. 6 stars, obviously. I have dark chocolate, which is just like used crayons, so I heal every turn. But it only works for food types, so if you give it to a non-food type, they will instead lose health. That's good for moves like, I don't know, like let's say they try to trade items with you and they're not a food type. This will actually harm them rather than benefit them. Alright, so moving on to stats, I have health and magical defense as my stat modifiers to be as magically defensive as possible. And basically what that lets you do is it lets you have a easier time versus Metacrow, I guess like Lumaline as well. But like yeah, it just helps you with a lot of different magical attackers. For the trait, I'm running gluten instead of adipose. I don't know how to pronounce it. But basically, the reason why I have gluten is because if a food type move is used against you, you'll heal from taking that food damage. And also, there's this move called Fatten Up, which changes your trait to adipose anyways. So it's just nice to have like those 2 abilities or traits at your disposal, so that gives you a lot of outplay potential. Fiery Bite is your main damaging move, and Feast is just to let you heal up a bit. Only 5 usages though, so like be conservative about using Feast. So only use it when you really have to. And then your next damaging move is Snack Chomp. So yeah, 2 stab moves, healing move, and then this thing, it drastically increases your, or not drastically, it greatly increases your defense, and it changes your ability to adipose, which basically just means that you take less damage from ice and fire type attacks. Alright, so for the equipment, I have Doodad, which is just to increase your attack as well as defense. Crystal Shard is to maximize your magical defense, and the speed is just a little bonus there. And then Pizza Slice is to increase both of your defenses. So yeah, just this thing is really tanky, and these this setup just lets you be even bulkier. But yeah, that's about it. So let's hop into the battle. Alright, so looking at the opponent's team, they have Squirtle, Metacrow, Wolfreeze, Grufflin, Taruma, and Moss. So Gigarlic could be pretty good for Metacrow. I don't see how else it could be beneficial though. Maybe against Grufflin, we'll see. For now though, I think I'm gonna lead off with, I'll lead off with Voltattu. Alright. Let's see how this goes. They lead off with Grufflin, which is interesting. I guess they also want to hit and run. So you know what? Let's just do it. Oh, it's faster than me. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. I thought I had like the most amount of speed on this Voltattu. You know what? It's fine. We'll go into Octonaut here. Alright. What would they go? They'd probably go into Moss, so I'll double back into Voltattu. Let's see what they do. I'm pretty sure they go into Moss, because yeah, swap out into no. Yep, there we. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? This sneaky little Moss. Every time I send out Octonaut, they send out Moss. Which makes sense, because Moss does beat Octonaut. anyways, I think I could actually just go for an airstrike instead of a hit and run, so I'll do that. And they go into Grufflin. And do a good chunk of damage. They're probably just gonna hit and run again, to be honest. In that case, I might just go into Clangatang. What would that force out? That would probably force out something like Moss. But that's not something I want to force out. I'll just go into... But then again, if I go to Octonut, they go into Moss as well. So... I'll take a risk and go into Gigarlic here. Let's see what they do. Hit and run. Okay, that's fine. Actually, then again, they still go into Moss. Like, whatever I go into, they still go into Moss, right? Although, if I go with Gigarlic, they might go into Taruma instead. Or maybe even Wolfreeze. Let's see what they go into. Yeah, they go into Taruma. Okay, that's fine. I just don't want them bringing up Moss, because that, like, obliterates more than half my team. Pretty much all my team, I think. Well, other than, like, Springling and Voltattoo. So Gluten as a trait could still be useful here against Grufflin, but Fatten Up could be useful against something like Wolfreeze. But we won't. I'll still keep it Gluten for now. And I'll just go into Octonut here, because I'm pretty sure they just like Shatter or something, or yeah, Rumbling Charge. I mean. Alright, that's perfectly okay. Wait, did I forget my used crayons on this? Also, it's so, like, weird when the screen just stays still for like that for so long. But yep, I forgot used crayons. Of course I did. But anyways, they go into Moss again, but they might expect me to predict the swap. So I guess I'll just go for a Tsunami. Okay. Oh, they go into Metachrome. That's okay. If they go for a Night, that would hurt Lumaline, but every other attack Lumaline is fine with. I think I'm still just gonna go into Gigarlic here. It's just that if they go Night, that is gonna suck. Yeah, they did. But since I do have all of these like magical defense modifiers, I was able to take the Night pretty well, and I'm also resisted to Dark, so that's really good. They might just go for Poison, so I'll just go into Lumaline here. No, they just swap out straight away, and they go into Moss. It's pretty bad for me, but I go into Springling here, and then I can get like a free disarm on something. They don't have any spirit types, so they actually missed the Sakura Blast too, so that's perfect. I actually don't need Entangling Vines. Actually, maybe for like the Grufflin and Wolfreeze, but I'm gonna just go for a disarm first, and then maybe we can get the vines up later. Okay. Yep, they go into Grufflin here. This might actually take it out. Yeah, it does. Alright, so we didn't even need the vines. I mean, I guess it could still be useful for like Wolfreeze. Maybe even like Taruma and Spirisoul. And speaking of Spirisoul, okay, so I'm pretty sure this is like bug fighting or something, or bug melee. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's super effective. It's super effective on both of its stab. I believe I'm faster though. I just don't know if I take it out, so I'm not gonna take the risk. And I'm gonna just go into Octonut. no reason not to. Swift hook. It's okay. It's really annoying that I forgot use crayons. I would have had like, I don't know, like 130 or 40 health instead of like 110, but you know, it's whatever. I guess they just go into moss again. Maybe they actually stay in and do damage. Either way, I think Voltatu is pretty a safe option. Yeah, they swap out into moss. No surprise there. I might actually just hit and run. So yeah, I'll do that. They go into Wolf Freeze. Alright. That is perfectly okay. The question is, what do I go into? I think I might actually go into Clangatang. Wolf Freeze, Wolf Freeze. Wolf Freeze has such good coverage, like all the beast types in general. Yeah, I'll go into Clangatang here. I think Wolf Freeze can still hit me for super effective, but Clangatang is just so bulky that I don't think it matters. If I were them, I would probably go into Moss. So I'm just gonna try Elemental Slash. I could have pursued it, but I wasn't sure if they actually swapped out or not. Alright. This is fine. We still have Springling at full health, so this is like so weird. Like it just literally stays in place for so long. Like such an awkward silence. But Springling comes out for sure. And they use Harmony. Great. Amazing. Well, they definitely don't stay in, because if they hit me, then I just wake up for free. So what they probably go into is like something like Metacrow, maybe even Wolf Freeze. So I feel like Clangatang is pretty safe here. Yeah, they swap out into Wolf Freeze. Alright, so here I'm actually gonna Pursuit now that I saw them swap out. I mean, they could probably still stay in and do damage, but something tells me that that's not what they're gonna do. But we'll see. Pursuit, yep, they swapped out. Alright, so my Tri-Elemental Slash is actually Ice type now. Do I want to take the damage from Rumbling Charge, though, is the question. I don't want to actually take damage on Springling, and Octonaut not having used Crayon is kind of bad. The other option is going into Voltatu, but like, what's Voltatu gonna do to Teruma? So I'm just gonna go for a Tri-Elemental Slash here. They go for a Shield Bash. So that was actually perfect. Alright, so get the Tri-Elemental Slash off. I think now they're gonna go for an Earth type attack, which is Rumbling Charge in this case. So I'm gonna go into Voltatu here and go for like a hit and run. I feel like that could be a play here. They go for Rumbling Charge, makes sense. And they just left the server. Okay, well, I'm not sure how much Gigarlic did there, but it was pretty decent against the Metacrow. And it just like surprise. It provides like a bit of support for the team, like a bit of confirmation that this thing can handle magical attackers and whatnot. It also handles certain melee attackers as well as what am I saying? It handles certain melee attackers well as well. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. What was that one situation? I forgot. I think it was Grufflin. Like I swapped in on a Grufflin attack and it took it pretty well. So like it has a lot of options, I feel like, and that's what makes Gigarlic so strong in this meta. Even though like stall is not as like prevalent, it's just like so easy to swap into and like pivot out into something else, like your Gigarlic forces out things like you know, like a Moss. I guess it forces out Taruma from that one swap. So that like allows you to think of what your next play is gonna be. Like you swap into Gigarlic, force out a Taruma, and go into like something like a Octonut, I guess. Like there's a lot of variety to this Doodle. But yeah, that was it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.